Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige from Turn the Page Books. I have been really busy. I've been on summer break and I've been going on little vacations here and there. So I kind of took a step back to enjoy time with my family and do that kind of thing. But now I'm back and I'm going to give you some awesome book recommendations, and I'm really excited for today's video. While I don't manifest disasters on vacations, I do like to read about them. So here are some chaotic vacation reads that I could not put down. The first book I'm going to talk about is The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. Emily has a complicated relationship with her best friend Chess, and if you have ever been in a friendship that gets kind of competitive, then you get the gist. The two friends kind of have a falling out, but Chess decides that she wants to try to reconnect their friendship by renting a villa in Italy, at a Gothic villa with a big history. So in this book there are two storylines. First point of view is from Emily. Second point of view comes from another character years and years ago at the same villa. 2 is Diavola by Jennifer Marie Thorne. This is also taking place in Italy. The last book was a little bit more thriller, and this one is a little bit more horror, paranormal. This is a paranormal Gothic horror novel following Anna. She's a character who never quite fits in with her family. So they go on a gorgeous family vacation to a huge, amazing mansion in Italy, and that's when things start to become a little bit strange. Weird noises, warnings from the locals, and a violent history resurfaces. What I thought was so funny is that this book comes with a warning. This book involves feelings of irritation, dread, and despair that comes with large family gatherings. It's very heavy White Lotus vibes, which I appreciated because I love that show. Book 3 is Fantastic Land by Mike Bakoven. I have talked about this book previously in my videos. I'm a Florida girly, so I had to include a little Florida book. This takes place at a fictional theme park off the coast of Daytona. A hurricane sweeps through the area, causing vacationers to evacuate, and employees are left behind to hold down the fort, which leaves them stranded in an abandoned theme park. The story is told documentary style through a series of interviews, and they're pretty gruesome and will stick with you for a really long time. Next up, we have another book that I've mentioned a few times, The Troop by Nick Cutter, which I do have a physical copy of. This is another horror novel. This is a little bit more graphic than the others that I've mentioned. Some more body horror in there. A group of Boy Scouts go to the Canadian wilderness where an unexpected intruder arrives. This one is disturbing and very gross. If You Tell a Lie by Lucinda Berry. This is a thriller. 2 timelines in this one, multiple points of views, and it follows 4 best friends. So there's a teen timeline and an adult timeline. Blakely, Grace, Meg, and Thera have sworn themselves to secrecy after a handsome coach was unalived at their summer camp. They stopped speaking, but 20 years later, they received a mysterious note that brings them back together because it claims to know what they did. I recommend this one. This was a really fun read, but the ending kind of got me. Then we have another horror novel. It's called The Return by Rachel Harrison. This follows a group of best friends that go on a trip to a very mysterious bed and breakfast. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and they want to rekindle their friendship because something big happened. A few years ago, their friend Julie goes missing, and then all of a sudden she turned up and is acting a little bit weird. They all meet up at this hotel and things go chaotic right from the get-go. This was a really fun read. I haven't read any more Rachel Harrison books, but I'm looking forward to reading them. Now for one of my favorite books of all time, Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell. A couple travels to the mountains for a little getaway after their engagement. And after their arrival, they begin to hear voices, noises. This one is truly scary. I do think that if you are a person that gets scared easily from books, this one will scare you. And I couldn't read this one at night. I had to read a rom-com right before bed, or after reading this one. So next one is This Delicious Death by Kayla Cottingham. More of a YA horror, think MTV type movies like Jennifer's Body. Basically, in my opinion, it's kind of like Coachella meets Jennifer's Body. In this world, people have been affected by a mutation where they have to eat human flesh. Scientists have created a synthetic meat that they can eat. But when a group of best friends go to a music festival in California, they realize some of the partygoers are going a little bit feral. This was a really fun read, and it's quick. I highly recommend for a summer read. And last recommendation I have is called Something in the Water. This one is by Catherine Steadman, and it is a fast-paced thriller suspense. A couple goes on a honeymoon. While scuba diving, they find something very mysterious and it causes them to have to make a life-altering decision. Lots of twists and turns. This one is definitely a little bit more action. If you like Gillian McAllister books, I think you'll like this one. That is all the books that I have for Vacations Gone Wrong. I love dark books in the summertime, thrillers in the summertime. It's just such a fun way to connect to spooky season while we're waiting. If you have read any of these books, please let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions or things you want me to cover, let me know, and go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, do all the things, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.